everyone, this is Vaishali Siddhappa and welcome to my channel Complemental Economics, and today's class I am starting with the foundation course for a CA Chartered Accountant. The paper which I am handling, that is Business Foundation, Business Economics Part 1, that too Chapter 1, Nature and Scope of Business Economics, Unit 1, Introduction. The topic which I have chosen, I'm starting with the first chapter 1, that is what is economics is all about. Before understanding business economics, you have to understand what is economics is all about. So let's start with. Here, first of all, you have to understand the term what is economics is all about. The economics word, it is origin from the Greek. The Greek word oikonomia. So in this one we can classify into two different ways, oiko and nomia. Oiko means a house, nomia means management. So combiningly, so we can call it as a household. The way in the limited income you manage your home, the same way households also, when the limited income they try to manage in the economy. So that's the reason why the house management, household management is considered as economics. Usually in the 19th century, till 19th century, we used to read economics in political economy. After that, we have to give a lot of credit to the Adam Smith, who came with a book, An Enquiry into Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations, the abbreviation of the Wealth of Nations in short. The Adam Smith, even he is called as father of economics, so who came with a book like the Wealth of Nations. It is really very important book, at the same time maximum emphasized book. The book came in the year of 1776. To understand what is economics is all about, so first what you have to do is just go with one example. Just imagine it's your birthday and your mother have gifted you 100 rupees for your birthday. She said you purchase whatever you feel like. So what you can do with out of this 100 rupees? First thing, you can take your friends out for the party, for food or something like that. You can purchase dress for yourself. Otherwise, you can go for a movie. At the same time, you can go for a restaurant also after movie. And you can purchase book and little bit of money you're going to save also. Just imagine, instead of this, your mother paid you 2000 rupees as a pocket money for your birthday as a gift. Don't you think instead of doing one activity, you would have done more than one? Like you would have taken your friends for the party also, at the same time you would have purchased dress also. Just because you have 100 rupees, you cannot go with 1 or 2, 3 wishes, so you can fulfill only one. Why it is happening? Because you have limited money with you. The economics completely it's talk about the same issue. So whenever you have a limited income, so much of desire, you want to take your friends for the party also, you want to buy a dress also, you want to go for a movie, restaurant also, you want to buy a book, and you want to save little money also. All the things together, it is not possible because the money what you have, it is very much limited. So in this, you have to pick the priority one, which one you need the most. On the basis of that, you are going to fulfill. So if you have more money, instead of 1000 rupees, if you had like 2000 rupees, you must have filled other desires also, but it is not going to happen. To understand this, you have to go with few fundamental facts. The first fundamental fact is human wants are unlimited. Do you agree with me? Yes, it is. Human wants are unlimited. You fulfill one want and exactly in the next minute, the next desire will be coming out. Just imagine, I'm walking on the street of a shopping mall. So I saw one of a shoe, I purchased. I fulfilled my desire, I'm coming out. I just saw a dress. I feel like buying that also. So many multiple desires I have, one after one. If I keep fulfilling it, so the resources what I have in my hand, that won't be enough. So that's the reason why we say human wants are unlimited, one after one, sometime multiple, recurring again and again, same desire will be coming with. The second one is alternative choice. So you always, so that human wants are limited, the next thing we have to talk about, but resources are limited. The next point, the second point which I have to talk about, that is resources are limited. Yes, front of that human wants are unlimited, but to fulfill my desires, the resources what we have, that is completely limited. I just gave you example of 1,000 rupees you can buy one or two things, but if you have 2,000 rupees you can fulfill all your desires. But unfortunately, front of your desires, the resources what you have, that is completely lesser. So the third one says you have to go with the alternative choice. Just imagine I've been to a hotel and I want to have masala dosa and it is not available and I'm very hungry. I cannot come out with an empty stomach. So I have to eat one or the other thing. So what will I do is, I'll go with some alternative choice. If masala dosa is not available, I'll go with idli. If it is idli is also not available, I'll go with pulao, I'll go with pongal, yeah, one or the other alternative I'll eat and come. So this way, whenever any resource which is in shortage, if it is scarce, what we have to do is always we have to go with the alternative choice. But the fourth problem there it is, that is problem in choice. Whenever you find in economy you going with the alternative choice, for an example, I wanted to have masala dosa, but unfortunately in the hotel masala dosa is not available. Instead of that, I have so many alternatives like idli, pulao, pongal, chapati, puri, so many other dishes are available. Which is the best one? So many other alternatives are there. In those alternatives, picking one is a problem. So that's called problem in choice. So this way, these are the problems what we are going to face. So now, the economics is a study of process by which the relatively scarce resources are allocated to satisfy the competing unlimited wants of a human beings in the society. The economics completely studies what are the scarce resources we have, how we are going to allot that, because it is competing. If I am not using for one good production, I have to use it for the another good production. It is completely competing with each other to satisfy human beings in the society. Ultimately, who is going to use that? Human beings. So they are the one who is having the wants. To fulfill that, we have to produce goods and services. In this cases, whatever the resources, already the resources are scarce. How I'm going to use that? I have to use all the resources very much efficiently. If I'm not going to use efficiently, if it is going to waste, demand is more in the economy compared to the supply. Supply of natural resources are less compared to the demand of people. The demand is so much, if I am wasting anything, so that's definitely going to affect the economy and people wants. Because of that, whatever the resources we have, already the resources are less. In that case, efficient use of those resources are really important. First of all, the resources what we have to use it efficiently, and the next thing, we have to transform that in a better way. Whatever the goods and services we have, transforming that into a valued goods and services to satisfy maximum people, and distributing the goods and services to everybody in the economy, to among ourselves, at the same time to everybody, distributing that goods and services, it plays really very important. When it comes to this definition of economics, I think it is completely narrow focus. Why? Because I'm thinking about only the scarce resources, how it efficiently used, transformed and distributed, allocated. So this kind of studies what we are doing, that is completely by modern neoclassical microeconomic analysis. This is completely contributed by modern neoclassical microeconomic analysis. Don't you think it is completely very less content, very narrow focus we are doing? Other than that, even we have to think about fixed resources, skills and productive capacity, and you have to think about how specific goods and services to be produced, which are the resources we are going to use it for that, and those goods and resources which we have produced, which is scarce, how we are going to distribute that. These are all not covered. So that's the reason why this study is not going to give a clear picture. Then, so we have to talk about, on the other hand, the productive capacity in the economy, in modern economies, has grown tremendously. At the same time, the population is also growing. Labor force is also growing. What is labor force? The people who can be actively participate in the production activities, productive activity, though those are called labor force. For an example, I am teaching in one of the college, so I am contributing to the national income. I am employed, I am getting returns for it, so then I am a part of labor force. The people who are working, they are employed, they are contributing to the national income, yeah, productive activity, they are called as labor force. The population is increasing. With that, the labor force is also increasing. The new sources of raw materials also discovered. At the same time, very good high quality of plants are constructed, new equipments are discovered. Not only that, all the productivity, quantity is going to be increased. Quantity is really increased. Not only the quantity increasing quite easy, but not only the quantity, the quality of all goods and services what we are producing, that is completely increasing. What is the reason behind? Because these days the people who are working in the labor force, their education level is really good, they acquired a good skills. Because of that, the productivity of labor force is increasing. Because of that, we are coming with lot of discoveries in a new natural resources. The new natural resources, it can be like shale gas and green energy. The green energy, when it comes to, it can be solar, it can be wind power. So these kind of a new discoveries in a new natural resources also happening, just because people started getting a good quality education and good skills. When it comes to, do you think it's really easy, a growth of production and growth of income? Is it smooth? No, it is not smooth. So see here, so many times it happened, output is not growing. So many times we have seen the output completely declined, yeah, sharply declined. It happened twice. So many times it happened. Example, for the sake of example, 2007 we faced financial crisis. On the other year, 2019, we faced the corona pandemic. Because of that, what we started seeing is the complete decline in the production and output. We started observing that. At the same time, during such period, factory workers, productive resources have remained idle due to insufficient demand. Because of these situation, financial crisis and the pandemic, people, they do not have money. When they do not have money, how they are going to demand goods and services? They cannot demand goods and services if they are not demanding. How anybody is going to produce? Because of that, the production got deteriorated. Production is not happening. That means employment of the workers also coming down. If employment is not there, automatically it's just like a chain. We faced lot of problem in 2007 and 19. So we faced insufficient demand. So then, after facing this, the next concern itself, not just the crucial concern how a nation allocates the scarce resources. It is not only about the how country is going to allocate the scarce resources. At the same time, one more concern you have, this is the first concern. The second concern should be how the productive capacity should be increased, because we have seen a lot of time the production capacity came down and it was fluctuating completely because of the few of the issues. So for that reason it becomes very it's major responsibility of economy and the government not only allocating the scarce resources properly, at the same time increasing the productive capacity without fluctuating. You must have seen the individual price of goods and services, and in the economy, general price level also fluctuated very much. Few people, they have very good higher standards, higher standard of living. They are spending everything, they are purchasing each and every good. The economic prosperity is high. Economic prosperity, that means everybody is having job, everybody is using all the goods and services, there is no poverty, that kind. On the other side, you must have seen general poverty. The poverty is increasing in few countries, poor standards of living, and few are minting money, extraordinarily making profit, they are minting money. Few of the industries, few of the factories, they are shutting down and they are closing down because of lot of issues. So observing these all issues, how are we going to allocate, how are we going to increase the productive capacity, how is the individual price, how is the general price of the economy, how standards of living is increasing, how economy is prospering, why we have a poverty, why there is a poor standard of living, why few industries are earning more and more, why few industries are shutting down without a profit. These all things we have to study and we have to analyze. If you're going to study these all, that's called as economic analysis. Wide range of analyzing these all stuff, what is happening in the economy, why it is happening, what is the consequences of it, cause and consequences, analyzing this, it's called economic analysis. It is really very important for the smooth functioning of economy. When we do economic analysis, after that few models will be constructed. What is the meaning of models? It would also provide us with a number of models and frameworks that can be applied in a different situation. By seeing the situations, we have example models, we can compare, oh, this is the situation, so this can be the model we can apply. At the same time, it gives us tools. What is the meaning of tool here? The tool means economic assist in choosing the best course of action. What is the action we have to take? This is a problem and this is a course of action we have to take. What should be the decision? How you have to make the decision? That can be decided by the tools. Even tools are available in the economic analysis. So whatever the problems we are seeing here, all the economic problems, it is very complex, complicated. Tackling these all economic problem, it is not an easy go. What are the economic problems we are facing? First one, economics itself is a problem. To tackle these all problem, economics itself is a problem. Next one, political setup, the kind of a politics we have in the country, so that is also an issue. A social norms, how society is running, what is the culture, what is the religion, what is their decision making. On the basis of that, it will be decided. So this way, these are all things are going to be decide how economy should be. The study of economics cannot ensure all problems will be appropriately tackled, but without a doubt, it would enable a student to examine a problem in a right perspective and would help him discovering suitable measure to deal with the same. So I hope you have understood what is economics is all about. Economics in a precise way, I can say that economics is nothing but finding the problem in the economy, what is going on, analyzing the facts, figures, and giving the solution for it. It is called economics. So I hope you have understood the first part of it. So thank you so much. The next part will be uploaded very soon. Thank you so much. If you really liked my video, you're understanding everything, please subscribe and share. Thank you.